How's it going, everybody? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with another video. Now today, what I want to do, I want to make this really brief. As a lot of you guys are aware, Series X, Series S, Xbox console is out, PS5 is out. Not a lot of games right now for these next-gen consoles. And I've gone on record and talked about it before, but I don't have any immediate plans to pick up a next-gen console. Maybe once they're revised, especially the PS5, they need to redesign that, make it a little bit smaller. I don't want to get off topic, but basically right now I want to talk about how there's still a lot of games for the, at least for me, the Xbox One that I need to pick up. So that's my main focus for the remainder of 2021. And a lot of these games are multi-plats, so even if you're watching this video and you're not, on Team Xbox, as they say, even if you are a Sony pony, I'm looking at you, Afro Gamer dude, a lot of these games still apply. So what we'll do here, I've got a list of I went through all the games that are available for the Xbox One on Wikipedia. I went right through the whole list. I may have missed one or two. I've got 7 titles that I'm definitely going to be able to pick up. There's no issues picking these titles up. Those are the ones that I need to complete my Xbox One collection as it stands right now. I've got another 7 titles here that are on the list. Now, these are games that I would love to have, but for one reason or another, they're just not, it's not realistic to be able to obtain some of these titles even for the Xbox One. So let me go over the wish list first, and then I'll go over the definitive titles that I will be picking up this year. So the first one on the list here, I've got Far Cry 6. Now, the reason why I've put that on there, the game hasn't come out yet, so we don't know if it's going to be a good game or not. I know even when it comes out, let's say it gets panned by the critics, I should still try it myself before forming an opinion. But I've got Far Cry 6 on there. It hasn't come out yet, so I can't really say if I want to pick that up for sure. I picked up Far Cry 5, and I really did enjoy exploring the open world environments, but the actual game itself, the gameplay, the core gameplay elements of the Far Cry series have really run themselves dry. So, if Far Cry 6 is going to be more of Far Cry 4 and Far Cry 5, I might not be really amped to pick that game up. The next one I have on the list is Dirt Rally 2.0. Now, some of you may have remembered this game coming out a couple of years ago. Now, this game did get a physical release for the PS4 and the Xbox One. Now, whatever be the case, I don't know what the deal is with this game. It must have got a limited pressing in North America or Canada, because this game, you cannot find it anywhere. Even when I go to the classifieds online, I'm looking at used games, I've never seen this game pop up. I have friends that live overseas in the different areas of Europe, and they say they've seen it out in the wild there. I know Codemasters is a company based out of the UK, if I'm not mistaken, or out there in Europe somewhere. But yeah, Dirt Rally 2.0. I would like to have that game, but I've got it on my list, on my wish list, because realistically, I don't know if I could swing that. It is available on eBay, and it's like $40 or $50 Canadian. I'm just not prepared to pay that for that game. We've got here Beyond a Steel Sky. So Revolution Software, the company behind the Broken Sword games, they also developed the original Beneath a Steel Sky, which is a famous point-and-click adventure from 1994. Now, Beyond a Steel Sky is the much-anticipated sequel, which actually came out last year on the PC and for the Mac. I haven't played it yet. Apparently, it's coming out for the PS4 and the Xbox One. The reason why I have it on my wish list, because I don't know if it's going to get a physical release for the Xbox One. I don't know. So I can't predict if I'm going to be able to pick that up or not. We've also got on here, there was a combo pack released specifically in the PAL territory, Out of This World or Another World, combined with Flashback, The Quest for Identity, for the Xbox One. Yes, you're hearing it here. You can get it as a combo pack. It also came out for the PS4 and the Switch. It's one of the few instances where a small-time release like this got a physical release on the Xbox One. I've got it on my wish list because for a while it was on eBay for about $30, $40. Now I can't even find it. I looked today, it's not even on there. So I don't know if I'll ever be able to pick that up. I've also got, might surprise some of you, Titanfall 2. I've never played the Titanfall games. The reason why I have Titanfall 2 on my list, I actually watched an MJR video, and he talked about how he really enjoyed it. He showed some of the gameplay footage of how you can scale the walls. It looked really good. I thought it looked really good. That's by Bungie, I believe. And I don't know. Titanfall 2, from what I saw, it actually looked really good. You know, if I could pick that up for $5 or $10, why not? I got it on my wish list, though, because I need to know more about that game before I pick it up. So maybe some of you in the comments below can, you know, tell me what you think of Titanfall 2. Tell me if it's worth my while. I've got Test Drive Solar Crown. So this is the new Test Drive game that I'm eagerly waiting for with bated breath. It's coming out later this year. I've got it on my wish list because the game hasn't come out yet. So before I know more about it, I can't say whether or not I'm going to pick it up. I don't even know if it's going to get a physical release for the Xbox One. The last one I have on my wish list is Terminator Resistance. So this came out, gosh, I don't know, a year ago. And again, it got a physical release for the Xbox One and the PS4. Albeit, depending on who you talk to, this game was rather difficult to find out in the wild. I did see it out at Walmart, a couple of copies at Walmart, and it was consistently full retail, never went on sale. And then obviously eventually consumers purchased the limited stock that was there, and it was never to be seen again. So I have Terminator Resistance, which looks like a hidden gem. It's a first-person shooter done by an indie dev team, the same team that did the Rambo game a couple of years ago. Terminator Resistance, I have it on my wish list because this is like a golden goose for Xbox One games. It's highly sought after as far as collectors are concerned. It's a little bit more common on the PS4. Limited Run did a run of this game as well, so it's a little bit more common on the PS4. So on with the games that I can definitely pick up, and this is my main focus for the rest of 2012. The first game I have here is Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition. So this was the remastered version of Bulletstorm, the game that came out for the 7th gen consoles, and this is the one where you can actually play as Duke Nukem in the game. So I'd like to pick this game up. Bulletstorm, from what I've heard, is really fun, and to be able to play as Duke himself, I just can't pass that up. I know I can pick this game up dirt cheap, so as soon as I get the chance, I'm going to pick that up. Gears 5, it looks absolutely incredible. I have not played it yet. Again, as soon as I can get that for $20, $30, I'll pick that one up as well. Crash Bandicoot 4, it's about time. So I like the Crash Bandicoot games. The thing is, when It's About Time came out a couple of months ago, not really prepared to pay full retail for that game, but here we are a couple of months later. The game's got to be on sale, is it not? So I'm going to keep my eyes out for Crash Bandicoot 4. It did get a physical release on the Xbox One. That is a game I want for my collection. Mafia 1, the remake, came out a couple of months ago as well. I really would like to pick that game up. I have the original Mafia for the original Xbox. Getting a bit long in the tooth. The remake looks absolutely incredible. It'll be a nice companion piece to Mafia 2. Not so much Mafia 3. I'm not crazy on that one. I've got Doom Eternal on here. So I've got this one on here because I picked up Doom 2016 recently. And while I don't like it as much as Doom 3, I am having a lot of fun with it. I'm about, I want to say, halfway through the game. I got to go back and finish it. Got to have Doom Eternal as a companion piece to Doom 2016 in the collection with the reverse cover art as well. So as soon as I can find Doom Eternal, I'm not prepared to pay more than $20 or $30 for it. I'm going to pick that one up as well. And at the end of the list here, we've got Resident Evil 7. As much as I'm not a huge fan about how this game sort of got away from its Resident Evil roots, it still looks like a good game regardless. So Resident Evil 7, I know I can pick that up dirt cheap. I'm going to pick that game up. Resident Evil Village, same thing. Looks like an amazing game. Again, it doesn't look like what I would envision as a Resident Evil game. It doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's just not the direction I would want to take the series. Interesting enough, Avalanche Reviews, he posted a review on Resident Evil Village last night, and he echoed a lot of the same sentiments that I had echoed when I talked about Resident Evil getting mixed reviews. I got quite a few hits on that video, quite a few upset fans of the franchise. But if you go ahead and watch Jared's review, he more or less says a lot of the same things I said in greater detail. He mentions how it's a great game, but it's just sort of taking the Resident Evil franchise, a little too far away from its roots. And he talks about how RE4 was kind of the beginning of the end for the RE franchise, as far as he's concerned, and as far as I'm concerned as well. Nonetheless, RE Village, I would definitely consider picking that up. It looks incredible. And the last one is Need for Speed Heat. I'd like to pick that up. I have Need for Speed Payback, the limited, the complete edition, and I actually really enjoyed it a lot. And Heat takes place in Miami, Florida, and that game's on sale as well. I know I can pick that up for $20 or $30. So when I get the chance, I want to pick up Need for Speed Heat as well, and that will pretty much wrap up my Xbox One collection. So that's going to do it. Let me know what you guys think of the list. Am I missing anything? Let me know. I was almost going to put the point-and-click adventure Black Mirror on here, but the version of Black Mirror on the Xbox, it's a remade version of the original PC game, the point-and-click adventure from the late 90s, early 2000s. I think I'd rather just go on GOG and get the original version of that. But that's going to do it. I'm going to leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts below on some of these games that I did mention. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate every one of you taking a moment to watch my videos. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Take care.